Welcome to another episode of Marketing 101 for Chiropractors, where we keep you ahead of the curve, attracting more new patients and growing your business. Now, here's your host, Dr. D himself.
Welcome back to Marketing 101 for Chiropractors. Most chiropractors aren't losing their new patient leads because they're bad doctors. They're losing them because nobody knows, likes, or trusts them yet. We're talking all about videos today. Patients choose chiropractors before they ever call. They Google you, they watch you, they scroll you for a while. If they don't see you, they don't trust you, they don't book. That's today's day and age on how people are making decisions. Really powerful for you to know this so that you know how to market your practice better. Today, I'm breaking down exactly how chiropractors should use video, not to go viral, not to be influencers, but to consistently bring in new patients. Video matters more than ever. I feel like this has been a topic for the last 6-7 years. I mean, I've been saying this forever. Video is king as far as reels, as far as view influence, dispersion of your content. Video is the way to do it. If you're posting pictures, they're really not getting far anyways. And I'm sure you've known that since 2024, 2023. Really, video builds trust faster than any other format. So this is why you want to be focusing on video, and then what to do with your videos. They can be quick. They can be 30-second videos. They can be 2-minute videos, 3-minute videos. They can be short videos, and they can be very powerful building your base of followers that will eventually become new patients. So building your barrel of fish is what I call it, or pond, stocking your pond, stocking your lake. Eventually you're going to need a lake, hopefully an ocean someday. But this is stocking your lake with fish. Now, the fish are not patients yet, but the more fish in the lake, whenever you need to hit a button, you can hit a button and you can get more new patients. Patients are nervous, skeptical, and overwhelmed. When it comes to healthcare, they're looking for the best doctors. And this goes across all industries: the best dentist, the best surgeon, the best orthopedic, the best braces, the best everything. They want the best. They want reputable. Why? Because they don't want side effects. They don't want re-surgeries. They don't want manipulation. They don't want anything that goes wrong. I mean, I think you and I think the same way for ourselves and our family as well when we're choosing our healthcare provider. So patients are nervous and skeptical. Seeing your face lowers fear and friction. When they walk in through the door, they know what to expect, or at least who to expect. So seeing you is important. For those of you with multi-doc offices, make sure you stay front, and maybe not center, but front there as well, and highlight all your doctors in your office so there's never a surprise. Sometimes the main doc that owns the practice is the main face of the practice, and when people walk in and see an associate, they may feel deflated a little bit because they've bought into you and they trust you. So make sure you share the screen time with everyone. Short video is what we want. It equals modern word of mouth. The old word of mouth is gone. People don't talk to each other anymore. There is no more of that, getting together and having a beer, Gen Z is the least, consumes 90% less alcohol than the millennials. I mean, no one's getting out and talking anymore. It's all text and sending reels to one another. People are homebodies. If parents are getting together, it's at, karate practice, sitting in the lobby talking about things. Maybe you come up as the chiropractor in those conversations. But other than that, you have to be front and center across all platforms. And video makes it easy for you to do, and they're quick and easy to do. You do not need any fancy cameras. You do not need lighting. You do not need studios. You do not need to be reading from a script. You just need yourself. You need to be consistent, simple, and relevant to the patient's problems. And everyone's like, well, what do we talk about? I don't know why you go into some videos I watch into detail about technique and history of chiropractic and certain things. People don't care about that. May be interesting to some. Really what attunes them in the hook of the video at the very beginning is do this, not that. Are you doing this? Well, that's wrong. Do this. Do you have this? Well, this is the solution. It's the not and yes kind of thing, the no and yes or the yes and no type videos. They're like the best ones are like the top 5 mistakes you're making for your low back, or the top 5 mistakes you're making for your financial planning. That's it. You'll catch them and they're like, okay, well, I hope I'm not making these 5 mistakes. Show me. And they have to be short video because if they're long, people don't watch. People don't need to understand chiropractic. They need to understand you. That's the key. Okay. So we're going to go into a few video types that actually drive appointments, and you can cross use these for ads as well. They work very, very well across all platforms. You can even post them as Google on My Business Posts. That works really well too. The first type of video that you want is the pain problem videos, is what I call them. These have the highest return on investment. You can use these ones directly for ads. Short videos addressing a specific symptom or problem, very specific symptom or problem. Are you feeling pain in the neck that radiates down your arm and into your hands and maybe gives you pain, numbness, or tingling in your fingers? Well, listen in. There's two things you need to be doing, and there's one assessment you need done immediately before it progresses and gets worse. Boom. 20 seconds into the video, finish it on how you solve that problem. Here's the two things you need to do. Put your head into extension when you sleep at night before you go to sleep and see if that alleviates the pain. Do some nerve flossing. And if none of that works, you got to come in and get an x-ray or an MRI, because it could be one of two things. It could be a disc problem, but it's definitely a pinched nerve, and it could be a singular pinch or a double crush syndrome that needs to be diagnosed by a chiropractor, neurologist, or orthopedic in order to get you addressed. At our office, we do this, right? Boom, and into that. Short videos. Some examples. That was one. Why low back pain doesn't go away after you rest. Why you wake up in the morning with back pain. What causes neck pain after sleeping wrong? Why do I get a kinked neck? Sciatica stretches versus chiropractic care. What really works? This is why they work, these videos. Patients are searching these exact questions. Exact questions. This is it. Why does my neck work, or why does my neck hurt after a night's sleep? That's a Google search. Why doesn't my low back pain go away with rest? That's a Google search. And if you started with the hook, want to know why your back pain doesn't go away with rest? You're going to crush the algorithm online. If your video answers a question a patient or is already Googling, it wins. Automatically winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Type 2 video, authority and education videos. These are explaining why pain happens, busting myths, or showing clinical confidence. Why cracking your back isn't the same as a chiropractic adjustment. Why pain meds don't actually fix any problems. What actually causes disc issues is this. Teach simply, no anatomy lectures, talk like a human, not a textbook. People don't want the literature. They want the summed up version to get them from point A to point B as quickly as possible. Third type of video, trust and personality videos. Most chiropractic clinics skip this. They are letting patients see you. This is what converts browsers into bookers. Why I became a chiropractor. Your story. Where's that video on your Instagram reel and feeds? What I wish patients knew before their first visit. What a first adjustment actually feels like. It's you explaining it or showing it or mixing pictures and videos together. Patients don't choose the best chiropractor. They choose the one they feel safest with. They search for the best chiropractors, but when you do that, you still get 100 results. They end up doing the scrolling, the searching, the stalking ahead of time before they actually book the appointment. Type video 4, in-office and behind-the-scenes videos. These are fun. They're nice to have in the scroll when people are stalking you and searching you through your public feeds, usually your Instagram, your Facebook, if you have a TikTok reel. Typically, they're scrolling through a few videos. They see one, they click on it, and they see all your other posts. Just think of Instagram for a moment. Once that happens, you now have more posts. Then you start to scroll through the posts. If it's lecture after lecture after symptom, you'll lose them. If it's symptom, problem, solution, the doctor, why they became a chiropractor, kids, and it just scrolls through a mix mash of stuff, you'll catch them longer. And the longer they're with you, this is seconds, the more emotional they become towards you. That's the first step. This is all organic, doesn't cost you a penny, and you can attract new patients this way. And it creates tons of content that you can reuse for purposing for ads later. It works wonderfully. So in office, behind the scenes, show your environment, reduce the fear of the unknown. What is an exam? What does a chiropractic exam room look like? Is it like a medical office with cotton swabs, needles, scalpels? What's in there? They walk in and it's a nicely furnished office. Walk through your office, day in the life clips, pre-adjustment explanations. This matters because the fear kills the bookings. People are like, I don't know what to expect. They may or may not know this consciously, but they'll be hesitant to book an appointment because they just don't know. They're like, I don't know if this is right. I don't know what to expect. Familiarity creates comfort. So the more they see you, they may not book an appointment in January, but in May, when they need a chiropractor, they're like, oh, this is getting a little worse. I know who to call. They don't even think about it. Subconscious. They go in there and they search for you because you're in their algorithm, in their feed, and they put in the car and then it pops up. Like, oh, that's the one. These are the guys. The guy with that messy beard. I want to see him. Patient story videos, even without testimonials. Don't need them. If testimonials aren't allowed or not comfortable, or you're talking about something specific, share anonymous stories. You can narrate them as a doctor. Hey, we had a patient last week, Linda. She was absolutely wonderful. Great story I want to share with you guys. Came on in, had excruciating leg pain. We worked on her last week for 4 visits. I made her come in every day. She came in on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, every day. And just each day, she just got more and more hope. And then I just saw her today on Monday. She's like, after Friday session, I feel like I'm back. Each day was great and better. And after Friday, something it worked. I'm like 90% better. And that's so great. And now we can reduce her frequency this week and hopefully get her to 100%. Speak in general terms. A patient came in with X, they struggled with Y, now they can Z. Like I told you, came in with this, they were in pain, they were getting better, and after Friday, this was the result. What most migraine patients tell me after 3 weeks of care. Did you know? Hey everybody, Dr. D from Full Life Chiropractic. Wellness Tip Wednesday today. I wanted to go through a cool story. A lot of people come in with headaches and migraines. And let me tell you something. After 3 weeks, I've been doing this for almost 20 years. This is my 18th year in practice. After 3 weeks, I don't know what it is about the 3-week mark. People come in like, man, this was the best decision I've made. I've been suffering from headaches my whole life. And I've just gone the last 2 weeks without a headache. Or I've gone the whole week without the headache. And it's always around that 3-week mark. I don't know what it is about that 3 weeks, if it's that 20 days of healing or what the body needs. But once you correct subluxation of the upper neck and you get that nerve flow and blood flow going the way it's supposed to optimally go, people just get better. If you know anyone with headaches or migraines, give us a call. Call the number below. We'd love to at least assess them and take a look. It could change their life forever. And all it takes is 3 weeks. That was my video. I did it. A patient, that's it. Story, sell, facts, educate. How often should you make videos? This is another one. This is a big one. 3 to 5 short videos per week, constantly as content should be out there. We're past the point. I remember 3 years ago, people were like, I just don't have time for this. You don't have time not to do this. 3 to 5 short videos per week, 30 to 60 seconds each, one topic per video. Keep it like that. Prioritize your platforms. Instagram Reels first, Facebook Reels 2, and then YouTube Shorts as number 3. Same video, all platforms, no extra work. You can just use them across all platforms. Don't create more content. Use the same content smarter. I hope that helps you guys in creating more videos because it's really going to move the tide for your practice when it comes to organic marketing, pay-per-click marketing, Facebook marketing, Google Ads, search engine optimization, and AEO. It's all going to work for you in your favor. Here's a couple tips on what to do. Don't overly script these things. Don't do that. People can sense it's being scripted, or if you're definitely reading off something, they can see that. Talking only about services gets monotonous over time and people start to lose interest. Long-winded explanations, avoid that. Waiting until it's perfect. It's never perfect. Just do the videos, 3 to 5 a week. Posting randomly without intention. These are the mistakes. I feel like people do a little bit of effort, they don't do those things properly, and then they burn out. They're like, this stuff isn't working. You have to have intent, make it organic, just make time for it, and strategically post them throughout the week. Your first 20 videos are going to be awkward. That's normal. Your 50th will bring in patience. So just keep doing it. You get better at this. I just did 2 off the fly in this podcast for you, looking right at the camera. Less than 30 seconds. Pretty good. I would use that on my social feeds. And I'd maybe even boost them and create ads for them. I truly would. A couple challenges for this week's podcast so that you take some things into motion is record 3 videos. 1 pain-based question video, 1 trust-building video, and 1 behind-the-scenes clip. And if you want, share them on Marketing 101 for Chiropractors Facebook page. Put them on there so we can give you some critique and some feedback, and maybe some other chiropractors are like, I need to do that video too. It's great, and it just creates more SEO for everyone. Film on your phone. Do not set up anything fancy. 1 take. Please just do the 1 take. Otherwise, you're there forever. And post it anyway. Just try it. Remember, the first 20 are just going to be messy. Just do it. Okay? Video is not optional anymore. You need to be doing this. Clinics that show up on camera win. Clinics that hide get forgotten. If people don't see you, they can't trust you. They don't trust you. They're not going to book. And your videos can fix all of that. So give it a shot. Let me know how it goes. We're here to help you. And thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you every Friday. See you next week. Stay well. Take care.
Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe, like, share, and leave a rating. It helps get our podcast out to more listeners. Also, join Marketing 101 for Chiropractors on Facebook or visit us at enricod.com for more information on growing and scaling your business.